Hello everybody, my name is Salvatore Cosentino from Iwasaki Lab at Tokyo University in Japan. In this video tutorial, we'll be showing you how to install SonicParanoid on systems running macOS Sierra. SonicParanoid is a tool for the identification of orthologs relationships among multiple species. So you will need for this installation pretty much a terminal. I'm using the software called iTerm2, but you can use the standard terminal that comes with OSX and a browser. And an internet connection, a fast internet connection. That's all you will need for this installation. So this is the web page of SonicParanoid. You go to the installation section and then you search for macOS. Here we are. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to install also the third-party software. Be aware that most of the software probably you already have it installed in your Mac, so you might not need to install it. But let's start. Okay, the first thing to do is to install Xcode. In case you don't have it, you click the link in the web page of SonicParanoid, and it will take you to this page. So this is the page for Apple developers. You just need to register as a developer, and then you download the latest stable version of Xcode. Once you have downloaded and installed it, remember that it will take some time because the software is quite big, about 5 gigabytes, I think. And once you have installed it, don't forget to accept the license from Apple. Once we have installed Xcode, we need to install Homebrew. Homebrew is a package manager that allows you to install software originally developed for Linux on your Apple machine. In order to do this, you just need to copy-paste this command and the terminal and run it. I'm not doing it because Brew is already installed, but this is relatively fast. The other important thing that you need to do is to export the path. So this command, copy-paste it again in the terminal and execute it. This command will make it possible to use the software that you install through Brew. So in my case, if I type Brew, the information comes out, which means that it's properly installed. Then we proceed by installing a GCC compiler. The GCC compiler is the original C compiler. The reason why we need to install it is because the C compiler that comes with the Xcode is a proprietary Apple compiler. It doesn't work with the MM62, which is the alignment tool that we will need to compile, and then it's used by SonicParanoid. So let's install by typing or copy pasting brew install GCC. You will see a download bar. In my case, it doesn't appear because it's now updating Brew. It should be very fast. Be aware that if you have not updated Brew for a while, it takes some time. So it's not downloading for me because it was already downloaded, but you will see a download bar in case it needs to be downloaded. It's already compiling. And after this, we will install CMake, which is also a collection of tools for compiling software. So let's do brew install CMake. Go. After this step, in case you don't have it, you will need to install Git and Python 3. Python 3 is usually installed through, there are many ways to install it. So you can use Conda, Anaconda, or you can directly download it from the website, which is in here. Choose the macOS X version. But I mean, I strongly suggest that you do it the way I suggest, because in that case, Homebrew will always notify you when there are updated version of Python. So you will always have the latest version of Python 3. And if you want to do that, there is this page in here. You just need to search for installing Python 3 on macOS X, or you can look at the links in the description of this video. And this will be a complete description that goes from the installation of Xcode to the complete setup of a Python 3 installation on OS X. Okay, let's continue. I already have Python 3, so if I do Python 3, it comes out with no problem. Let's suppose you have installed Python 3. And let's now continue with the installation of MM6.2. Let's first download or clone the software. I am in my case in the desktop directory, so it's here, it's downloading right now. Usually it should take a few seconds, less than a minute. The reason why we need to compile MM6.2 on Mac is because of the CLang problem that doesn't work with MM6. It's not possible to make binaries that you can distribute to other people that use Mac. While in the Linux case, we can distribute MM6 version that works in different Linux machines. So if you run SonicParanoid on a Linux machine, you will not need to install MM6.2. Okay, here we are. It's done. So let's enter now. Let's open the directory first, see what it contains. Let's sort by last modified file. Let's enter the directory from here. What we need to do now, this is actually very important. SonicParanoid uses specific versions of MM6 because MM6 changes very fast, and we will always update the software to work with the latest version, of course, but in this case we use specific versions always. So this command is actually required to check out a specific version of MM6. So let's copy paste the command in here, and it's done. Let's now create a directory called build, where the software will be installed. mkdir build. Let's enter it. Let's enter in the directory, and then let's configure the installation. About this command, you only have to be maybe aware, in this case not it will work, of this number 7 in here, because maybe you already have brew, and it could be, for example, that maybe you have the compiler version 6 point something, and then you have to change, in that case, for example, you will need to change 7 to 6. Okay, let's continue. Everything went well. It's about to go well. Okay, everything went well. And now we can finally build the software by typing make. The software will be installed under build bin mm6.2. You can see that it's building. This takes a few minutes on my MacBook from 2014, I think. So I will fast forward the video from now on. Okay, we are finally done with compiling MM6. So let's now do the last command required, which is make install. This will create inside here a directory bin where we will find the program, and you can see it here. So this is actually the program, the command line program. Okay, so let's now go back to the directory we started from, and let's do now the easy part, the installation of SonicParanoid. Let's first clone the software as we did, for example, for MM6. And the other step we will do is actually one of the most important. The other step, we will be copying the binaries we compiled. Let me take the directory. The program we compiled inside the directory of SonicParanoid, which is this one, and we will copy it. Let's see when it comes out. It's taking some time to download. Okay, so we can continue now, and now this step, we are still in desktop. Okay, So we have SonicParanoid and MM6 directory on the same inside the same directory. So we will now copy the binaries we compiled before inside a specific directory of SonicParanoid. So we go in here, there is a directory called bin, and there is, now we copied it, and there is mm6, which is exactly the program that we compiled before. And if you go inside Linux, you see that there are also the binaries that already comes directly with SonicParanoid. Okay, we are pretty much done now. Let's go inside the directory of SonicParanoid. Let's go back in here. And we need to run this script because we need to install some Python modules and also compile the Python code and also some C code. So in order to do this and not to do it by hand, we run a script called setup SonicParanoid. So we do Python 3 setup SonicParanoid. If you already have installed these packages, you would just try to upgrade it. In my case, they are already installed, so nothing should happen. Yeah, indeed it says. Yeah, all the modules installed. Now it's compiling the Python code, as we can see here. And I think it is almost done. It compiled the C code. Okay, everything is done now. Now we can test if everything is working. So SonicParanoid comes already with a small test set of 4 bacteria, which is inside the directory called test input. And there is also already a directory called test output with only a readme. So this is only pretty much for the test purpose. So let's copy paste this command, which will run SonicParanoid. So this command pretty much means that we run SonicParanoid with test input as the input directory that contains the proteomes we want to find the orthologs for. And then the output should be stored in test output. We will also add this -m fast to make it even faster, even though it will be fast. It will use 4 processors by default. So we can see, let's sort by last modified, we can see that test output, there are the combinations of proteomes that are being processed. So in the meanwhile, if you want to know, if you need help for SonicParanoid, like scientific or technical help, you can of course send us email by the contacts that are at the bottom of the page in here. But the easiest way and fastest way to get help is actually by clicking in this blue button which says get help on GitHub, and there will be a chat window that will come out, and you just need to register by using Twitter or GitHub if you have an account. And in here you can write questions or whatever you like, and we will answer as fast as possible. And I think it's much direct and much efficient than sending email. Let's see how we are in here. So we have 4. So for 4 proteomes in input, we will have 6 combinations. So I think we will finish in a few seconds. 5 are done. These 5 combinations. I'm not going to explain you the output now because I will make another video for the output. And we're almost done. You can see there is no error. Yes, so it's creating the multi-species ortholog groups. Done. Everything done. Seems that everything worked well. I hope the video was helpful, and I really hope that you will enjoy using SonicParanoid in your research. And if you have any questions, don't forget to click the GitHub button. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.